Okay is here and is absolutely loving it. Yeah. What's up, everybody? What's going on? What's up? Y'all doing well today? It's good to have y'all here. I'm gonna say it, man. It feels a little weird having this much space. I'm doing this. That feels a little bit better. Hey, Zem, look at this. Okay, it is looking. Oh my god, look at that. Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, that's not the right thing. Guys, we have a new emote. Zemi Wee! Post your Zemi Wees in chat whenever you feel like it. So you can experience the glory and the splendor. Oh my god, look at that guy eating all those hapinis. That makes me feel so silly. What up, Decante? What up, number 32 Shark Drake? What up, Papa? What up, DK Spooter? What up, Yukiko? What up, Killjage? I ain't got a sub, so I gotta make do with this. Oh my goodness. Yo, nice stream streak, Lazy. Get that sub to us. So true. The babies are in phase 3 eating fish. Oh my god. Bro, look at these silly seals. Guys, look at that. Our babies are all grown up now. Time flies by so quickly. Hold on. I feel like I'm a fucking munchkin with the how tall my ceiling is in comparison to the rest of my head. I found Mudge. Can I show you? Yeah, just do it now. I'm already here. It's best if everybody just... Well, no. These 2 links and that's it. No more links after this. I wanna play the... Yeah, it'll be a sad day when Matcha goes back to the ocean. But we'll be so proud of him. We'll be so proud of Matcha. Oh shit, it's Periantai. Guys, it's Periantai. And you all know what it means when it's Periantai. Hello, Zemi. Hello, Swedish Debilis. Who is Swedish and everyone knows it. Still Norwegian? Fuck! Bro, that's like the most Swedish thing you could have said. Okay, you know what? I guess that also is Norwegian to say, now that I think about it. Hello there, Chicky. How are you? Good luck on the run, Zemmington. New webcam angle. Sorry for types. Just woke up. Hello there, Sagington Beange. How are you? Am I live on YouTube as well? I am indeed. Okay, I just had to make sure. We need results of the last Gamba. What is the last Gamba? Just like I'm watching Marathon Man? Why does it feel like you're watching Marathon Man? Good day, Mr. Best Ratchet and Clank Gamer. Oh my goodness. Oh, stop. But keep going. Oh, stop. Oh, stop. But also keep going. Same camera angle? Oh my god, dude. Next, you're gonna tell me he also celebrates Periantai. This time the announcement was legit. How does it feel, Panad, seeing me play Rack 1 right now? When did Zemi Wii become a thing? Literally today. Guys, I hope you all enjoy Zemi Wii. I hope you all enjoy it. I celebrate Periantai. Oh my god. And guys, I've got another surprise for all the more Zem viewers. You know how we uploaded a video yesterday? I've got another one almost ready for upload today. I kind of realized something. I'll tell you guys what I realized. I realized that if I ever want to get anywhere in my life, I gotta upload more shit. So, I uploaded something on More Zem yesterday, and then I'm gonna upload More Zem today, and then, who knows, maybe I'll even upload More Zem later. Almost in Rotterdam, but won't be able to chat. Have fun. Hey, enjoy yourself, Kevin. I hope you have a great time in Rotterdam today. Finally feeding the YouTube enjoyers. You know how it is. I gotta do what I can for those guys. They're starving over there. Did you enjoy the silence of the fireworks last night? Oh my god. Guys, it's the best day of my entire fucking life. Morocco lost in the World Cup. Round of applause for the French. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank God the French beat the Moroccans last night. What up, Tririth? How you doing? Darth was asking who won the 1v1? Well, I think the 1v1, that particular 1v1 was in reference to when we played Connect 4. So I won Connect 4, but Flowey's won the 1v1. And what an epic battle it was. If you guys missed the 1v1 between me and Flowey's last night, it was genuinely a battle of the century. Ooh, look about that dust hover. That's true, Pitch. And there will be more. Just like how there's... Just think about it like this, Pitch. With every More Zen video, I grow one step closer to being a full-time YouTuber. Hello there, Professor Cobra. How are you? Each More Zen video draws you closer to playing League again? So fucking true, dude. Ethol, what's going on, dude?
Oh, thank you for subscribing.
No, genuinely, Pidge, Lion outplayed G2 in every conceivable way. If you haven't seen the series yet, I recommend, if you want a summarization of what the series was like, go to Game 2, I think it was, and watch Dokla's Mega Gnar TP play. That shit legitimately was the most 12-headed thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, Inspired played like a maniac. Actually, I'm pretty sure everybody on Lion played really, really well. They genuinely played a really good series. I seriously think, though, that the Mega Gnar play was the most, like, fucking insane thing I've ever seen from a League of Legends top laner. The absolute certainty that 100% of the people watching that had that he was about to TP into his own death, only to then turn it around into the sickest fucking play I've ever seen, was unbelievable. Hello there, Kim Cheege. Zen has the glow of a man who knows he can sleep soundly without hearing Moroccan car horns. Oh my god, dude. I want you guys to know that last night I went outside and I saw in a bar near me the final couple minutes of the game. It was surrounded on all sides by Moroccans. And I got to drink in every single bit of their sadness as the final bell tolled and their fate was sealed. Oh my god. Fuck every last one of them. Have a wonderful day, Kevin. We're doing great, Kim Cheech. We hope you're doing okay too, dude. Biblical levels of hate? Bro, if you've been through what I've been through, you'd feel the same way. But, you know, as the good book says. Hold on. I gotta find this. Do not fear being misunderstood, and do not waste a single minute thinking about your enemies. So, you know what? Instead, I'm gonna say, hey, Moroccans, GG. Pound it. Pound my fist. What's going on, Armin? Netherlands has many Moroccans, and they knocked out Netherlands in the World Cup as well. Oh, dude, trust me, I know. I was woken up at 6:30 in the morning to it. It was so fucking annoying. Why do they call it Kevin when you Kev in the cold food, Kev out hot eat the food? So true. It's kind of fucked up celebrating against the country you were born in. Yeah, I don't really get it either, if I'm being completely honest. But I guess, as much as we hate to admit it, we will always be a tribal species. You know what I mean? Like, we'll always be tribalistic in nature, no matter how much we like to pretend that like someday we won't be. It's like we always secretly root for one thing over another. Hence why we even care about sports in the first place, right? Because it's a way to channel our tribalism into something that's non-violent. Hey, they think Sony can blow the backlash by dropping Black Ops 1 and 2 for PS4, PS5. I mean, to be completely honest, I'm gonna be dead ass with you guys. I still don't really care about that. But, yeah, I mean, if it's something that you think is important, then you can keep, you can just, you know, let them know with your wallet or with your fucking whatever. What the fuck is Moroccan car horns? Oh, when Moroccans win sports games, they celebrate by getting in their cars and blowing their car horns for hours and hours. That's how they celebrate. It's very annoying. What up, Antone? How you doing, dude? You ever broken your arms? Currently broke my primary hand and it's so boring. I would imagine that's very boring, but I would also say it's important to remember that being bored is a good thing. We live in a day and age where it has never been easier to waste your entire life being, like, entertained on stupid shit all the time. Enjoy this period of being bored. Maybe there's a lesson that you need to learn in all of this, you know what I mean? Not to say that I think you should have broken your arm, but it's more so you can't do anything about having broken your arm now, right? So you might as well enjoy the most of it while you can. What up, EA Games? Why didn't you tell us that Black Ops 1 and 2 wasn't cross-play compatible? Because I don't know anything about this. Hey, don't you sludge at me. Well, maybe, Antone, you can learn how to do it with your non-dominant hand. That could be kind of sick, don't you think? Imagine being the baller that can paint and draw and write with your non-dominant hand. As a matter of fact, I did that for a while. There was like a like a 1 month period where I wrote with my right hand every single day instead of my left. I'll show you guys. I actually got pretty decent at it. Let me get a pen. I need a... So, like, I have this sheet of paper here, right? Come over here. Not that one. Come over here. Hi. Let's see. I want to put on some background music while I do this. Something kind of chill. Okay. So check this out. I'm going to show you guys. This is my left hand. This is my dominant hand. Hi, chat. How are you? And now I'm going to do it with my non-dominant hand. I'm not super great at this, but... That's not too bad. That's not that bad. That one's obviously worse, but it doesn't look horrible. All you gotta do is just spend like 20 hours writing with your non-dominant hand. And it's passable, you know? So remember, gamers, there's no such thing as a good excuse, in my opinion. Whenever life tries to tell you no, find the yes. Hello there, Rajol Fiench. Hello, Pluto. Hello, Greg. Twitch people, by the way, as a little reminder, there's a new emote today. Zemi Wee! Music is loud. Maybe that's a little bit better. Let me also turn this down a little bit. Camera is close, Cynical. How do you feel about it? Hell yeah, Antone. And hey, W attitude, man. W attitude. Always remember that, gamers. When life tries to tell you no, there is a yes somewhere. I want to go to Kirwan and practice the dust hover there. What up, Bippo Built? How you doing, dude? It's good to have you here today. I'm going to turn on my replay buffer. So, I want to get rid of my helipack. Well, that's a very different thing entirely, isn't it, Rhiannon? But even still, if you get a no from, like, a chick at a bar or something, you know what I mean? Then you find some other chick. Remember to reset? Oh, yeah, absolutely, Bebop Brash. Wouldn't dream of forgetting this time. What was the final time yesterday? There was no final time, unfortunately. The run died on Battalia because of some weird skill point bullshit that I accidentally forgot about. I'm gonna do this again. I feel like it's still... I'm not used to this. Be honest with me. Does it look like I'm, like, missing all of the... Well, what the fuck? I have this alert? Well, you know what, Kim Cheech? Thank you for the 40 bits. I appreciate that. I didn't think that would happen. Nasha pointed out that Oh, Kudge looks like he's picking his nose, and how does that make you feel? I love it. I hope he picks his nose more. He has the Mr. Man, the guy fit. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta make this. I gotta lower this and make it a little smaller. The Mr. Man fit. Interesting, interesting, interesting. We need seal update. There was a seal update at the beginning of the streams, Cynical. Matcha is in phase 3. That's the biggest news. Matcha's in phase 3, which means soon he's going to be released back into the sea. Can you imagine Matcha going home? Oh, that's fucking clean. Look at that. That, I've never done that before. That was fucking amazing. Are we still gonna watch the other seals after Matcha? Absolutely. Thank you, Alpha Clunk. Hi, everyone. Fuck Sony. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I understand that everybody is very anti-Sony right now, but I will make my stance known that I'm incredibly neutral on it all. So you can complain about it all you want, but I will probably not join in. "39 weeks of hard work, I've birthed my first race car." Bro, I'm gonna be so dead ass with you, Alpha Clunk. That car looked so good, I was genuinely unsure that it was even real. I was like, did you design that on a computer? And I mean that in the best way possible. It looked so good that I thought that it had to have been made on like some sort of blender or something. Thank you for complimenting my beard, Bacon. I appreciate it. Looking very Roman today. So true, dude. You know what? I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna take all the best qualities of Marcus Aurelius and leave behind the part where he was a cuck. Are you in a deep depressive episode? No. My beard looks like that when I am? Oh, well, no.
Ratchet,
You've made the classic blunder of, you made the classic blunder of assuming that I would grow out my beard for similar reasons. How did I sleep? Very poorly last night, honestly. Very poorly. Have I experienced or felt anemia? No, I don't think so. Did you wake up to burnt bits and absolute chaos? No, I don't live in France. I did go outside, though, and I saw a bunch of sad Moroccans, and I drank up all of their misery. It was really nice. But I'm not here. Listen. I've been complaining too much about the Moroccans. I've been complaining too much. And so I'm trying to rein it in. I don't want to make this an anti-Moroccan campaign. It's going to bite me in the butt if I keep doing it.
Ratchet,
That's so funny that you said it about Moroccans. Now do Israel. What about Israel? Ooh, what about the Israel of it all? Okay, hold on. So, I was saying it before and I'm going to say it again. I've been rereading How to Win Friends and Influence People, and I'm going to share a passage with you guys. Whenever you go out of doors, draw the chin in, carry the crown of the head high, and fill the lungs to the utmost. Drink in the sunshine, greet your friends with a smile, and put soul into every hand clasp. Do not fear being misunderstood, and do not waste a minute thinking about your enemies. We're not even gonna worry about the Moroccans today, gamers. We've got more important things to focus on. Have you been practicing that book on me? No, Kevin. As a matter of fact, if I really wanted to practice the teachings of this book, I would simply go around and follow you and see how you engage with the world around you. You don't need a book like this. You've already got all the stuff that you need from a book like this in here. Have I? No, Kevin. Okay, bro, just applied like 7 principles of the book. I have been applying the principles as I can, though. It really is a very, like, smart thing to do. I'll tell you guys this. I literally haven't... I live... Right downstairs from where I live is a Turkish grocery store. And I genuinely have not been inside this Turkish grocery store maybe more than 3 times the entire time I've lived here. And so today, I saw the 2 owners of the Turkish store sitting outside my apartment. And I went up, I greeted them with a smile, I chatted with them for a little bit, and I made sure I knew what I asked for their names clearly so that I would never forget them. And so I need to write it down. Because one of them, her name was Gülsüm, which is apparently a very Turkish name.
And yet, a trace of the true self exists in the false self. Chickens are related to dinosaurs. Chickens become chicken nuggets. Those chicken nuggets get shaped like dinosaurs.
So true, dude. Their names were Gülsüm and Mustafa. Dude, so true, chicken nuggets. And thank you for the bits, Pidge. What up, Shacky? How you doing today? And what's going on, Noobster? Did you introduce yourself as a genius? No, Rajolfus, that's because I wasn't you when I went up to go introduce them. Nice nose, thank you. I grew it myself. Guys, if you think that Rajolfus is a genius, make sure you post Zemi wee. No, her name was Gülsüm, I believe. I wrote it down as G-U-S-U-M, but I don't know how it's actually spelled. It's phonetically, it's like Gülsüm. You're doodling right now? Oh my god. Oh my god! Haven eats the hapinis, and then they come out as chickies. That's a village kind of name. You know what? She is a very salt-of-the-earth kind of woman, I will say. You can tell she's a no-nonsense, salt-of-the-earth kind of woman. But you can tell that when the time is right, she's all nonsense. I'm gonna write that down. Guzem. Guzem. I heard nonsense and came running. Lumi Laura is somebody who is all nonsense, on the other hand. How you doing, Laura? Yeah, Laura, look at Zemi. Whee! Isn't that cute? I feel like a proud papa, but I didn't even birth the thing. Oh my goodness, Pidge. Thank you for gifting a sub to Lumi Laura. Peas in chat for Pidge, please.
You really should have that looked up.
Grill in the chat, I will save my stupid question for later. This may come as a shock to some of you, but I do believe that there's actually a pretty decent percentage of women who watch the Zem92 stream. Is it more than 20%? Very likely not. But it's probably more than the average stream, at least that I'm aware of. At least the average, like... Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's probably more than the average streamer. Can we address how bouncy this cat is real quick? Bro, you didn't even have to mention the bounce-a-thon of it all. The Prophet Muhammad, his third daughter was called Kulthum. Guzem is the Turkish version of Kulthum. Also, Mustafa was the nickname of the Prophet himself, meaning the
Thank you
chosen
for
one.
subscribing.
That's fucking epic.
And welcome
Holy
to the
shit.
Rack Pack.
Bro, I live just above some very blessed people. Dead Shredder, what's going on, dude? Thank you very much for the 12 months. And welcome back, homie. Honest question, have you only dated American girls? No, I have dated non-American girls before. I've dated... well, I guess, like, dated... Yeah, I mean, I've gone on... I've dated people from of other ethnicities and nationalities. I dated a Chinese girl for a little bit. I dated a girl from New Zealand. There was that French girl. Wait, who was the French girl? That's such a bad question. On dating apps, I get every other ethnicity besides Norwegians. They don't like me. Maybe it's... Maybe there's something that yeah, maybe there's like some sort of commonality you haven't figured out yet. That girl who said your French was ass? Oh no, she was American. Her French wasn't great either, though, to be completely fair. Yeah, I got you on input display. Behold my Hapini birthing machine. Oh my god. Your name is Persian? It might not also be the worst thing. Like, it really depends on what you're looking for, I think. I tend to find that, especially on dating apps anyway, dating apps are never the best way of thinking about people either, in my opinion. Because, like, truth be told, and no offense to anybody who's on a dating app, I'm just saying what I believe is the truth. People on dating apps largely are incredibly superficial. Because they don't get to actually see or know or understand you at all, they judge you on extremely superficial and... Yeah, they judge you on really superficial qualities, and if you don't meet a very specific set of criteria, they probably just won't even look at you. Especially with how it kind of goes on dating apps, where women just generally get more attention than men anyway, so women tend to be quite picky, at least in my experience on dating apps. Maybe that sounds like a... I don't know, to some that might sound like I'm, what is it called? Telling on myself. But pretty much all the guys that I've talked to about dating apps tend to say the same thing. It's like a game of volume, really. You gotta kind of do... Yeah, you gotta be willing... Well, that's also kind of indicative of how it is in real life, right? Where it's like, traditionally speaking, men tend to be the pursuers and women tend to be the pursued. And, you know, obviously that's not true in all cases, but I do think that that kind of permeates somewhat naturally into the online dating ecosystem as well. It's just... It's kind of how we're wired to a degree. All the guys you talk to on dating apps? Yeah, okay. When you put it like that, yeah, it does sound like that. But, no. I just mean like guys I've talked to with their experiences in dating apps. I met my now fiance through a dating app. She's the best one I've ever met. I'm a lucky bastard. First time ever, it was me who was pursued. That's fucking awesome. Congratulations. Dating apps have ELO. They also have ELO. That is a very important thing to remember. That if you're not happy with the quality of your matches, then the first thing you should do is look at how you're selling yourself, you know? Oh, well, honestly, I mean, Tinder's just a fucking graveyard of, like, if you can find a human being who is, you know, is compatible with you on Tinder, consider yourself an incredibly lucky person. Because that is not the common experience from what I understand. Okay, Shaz. Maybe let's not get carried away. Well, although I imagine for some that probably would work like a charm, I also imagine that the people... It was, oh, men like that, but, oh, I see. You know what? You bamboozled me. You got me with the classic mix-up. Honestly, I do think a lot of guys would, be suckers for a woman who was, who exhibited very dominant traits on social media. I actually do think that would be a very successful strategy for a lot of women. People get way too comfy way too quickly on dating apps. That's for damn sure. And also, I will say this as well. The thing that's not good about dating apps is that they reward things moving too fast. It's like, you know, if we think about it, in an era before cell phones, what would normally happen is you would meet someone from your town, and you would spend like 6 months being in their general proximity. Just kind of going to things that, like, going to similar things because, you know, that's what you did when you lived in a town. You went to similar things. And then you built up, like, a very natural sense of ease and comfort around one another. And then when you ask the person out, then it's not a big deal because it's just like, oh, do I actually like this person after spending so long with them? But now we live in this age where it's like, it's about how you have to, like, you have to be aggressive. And it kind of, like, makes the whole experience very strange if you're doing it online, right? Where it's just like, you have to sell yourself a certain way, you have to meet a certain kind of image, and then, you know, for a lot of guys, if you don't, it's some of them get checked by whether or not they even meet the right height requirement. So, you know, it's like, it's a bit of a zoo, in my opinion. I don't think anybody should really view their worth or who they're capable of attracting based on, what a dating app says. You know what I mean? That's true, Armin. Yeah, you don't really have the height requirement issue. You're fine for the most part. It's like in America, most guys are below 6 feet, so I feel like I hear about people complaining about that thing more than, for example, in Europe. But I would say overall, it's like it really, for example, if you really think about it, how many people on this earth are even going to be sexually attracted to you? Probably a relatively small percentage, no matter who you are. Like, and so realistically, oh yeah, maybe, honestly, maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. It's like, are people, no wait, I'm gonna switch up what I'm saying, because I don't think I actually said it right. When it comes to raw sex appeal, people don't really care all that much about that, but it's like, how am I trying to say what I'm trying to say here? People are more open to meeting and knowing people regardless of how they look, as long as they meet them in natural environments. So you really shouldn't care all that much if people are closed off to you for X number of reasons. So for example, it's less about what superficial, like, physical things that you meet for certain kinds of people. It's more so how well you're willing to handle rejection. You've been coping why women don't want you for 15 minutes now? I'm not terribly worried about my own market value, so to say, Shiwa. You know, as they tend to say, every accusation is a confession. Meeting people naturally have gotten into every single one of my relationships. Yeah, I just think in general, social media tends to bring out the worst in people anyway, and so doing it for dating is, it can be fine. Like, you know, I know a lot of people who have made it work, but by and large, you should never really use it as like a metric of how to judge yourself. That's so true, Shas. Have you ever been on a date from a dating app? Yeah, I have, actually. I've been on dates from a dating app a few times. I don't really do dating apps. Do I get nervous before dates? Oh, definitely. I think anybody who cares does, right? I met Zem92 on a dating app. She was black. You promised not to tell anybody. It depends for me. If I barely talk to them, my nerves are high. I get more nervous the more I actually care about the person. How you doing, Letitia? It's great to see you. Do you have a funny date story? I have a lot of funny date stories. This isn't like a Tinder date, but it was like a date. Like, there was a girl in college that I asked out one time. And I was so nervous about the date that I didn't sleep at all. I accidentally pulled an all-nighter because I was so, like, just nervous about everything. And so I was driving her around, and because I was basically delirious the entire time, I wasn't really making any firm decisions on like, for example, I knew where I wanted to take her, but I didn't have any set ideas in mind or anything like that. I kind of want to just walk around and have some fun with her. But then she kept getting pissed off at me because I was like delirious and not making firm decisions. It was genuinely one of the worst dates I've ever been on. I never talked to her again after that. She was very mean to me that entire date. I was just being a silly guy trying my best. But I can also understand from her perspective why it would be frustrating to go on a date with some dude who has no idea what he even wants from you. It would have never worked out anyway. Yeah, maybe it would have been better if I arrived like a seal. Yeah, I was cooked. Yo, what up, Nick? How you doing today, dude? What else do I need to warm up on?
Thank you for subscribing.
I want to warm up
to
on
Rack
Real
Pack.
Jar. No.
Shut up and take my money. Respectfully.
Don't
less
tell me
than
what to do.
3.
I will take your money and keep talking. But thank you, Letitia. I appreciate it. I want to practice a little bit of pokey skip. Yeah, definitely Red Chrono Wraith. That's definitely true. I got another seal move for you. One underrated thing is the connections you make before the date. Make sure the coffee place you take her out to greets you by name and has your order memorized. Have some status and connections to impress her. Bro, many are going to hear that, but few are going to understand how wise it is. That's actually so true and real. And people should totally 100% listen to that. You have to demonstrate a degree of status if you want the date to go well. Oh my god, Rajolfus just gave me seal backward slide. We're adding that shit right now. One time I was on a date with an Afghan girl, and I learned her a nice swear word from that date. The word is bakisag, which means you fucking dog. That's epic. Shit your pants to show that you are not afraid of the storms ahead. True. Sometimes it's the best thing to do. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I'm not really dating at the moment. But truth be told, a lot of it is because I'm trying to, you know, it's like I know what kind of man I want to be and what kind of woman I want to attract. And so I'm working on spending more time trying to be the man I want to be and trusting that when it happens, the woman I'm trying to attract will come along and will make it happen. Can we know? If I have to say it, it's one of those things, Shiwa, that's not worth saying because it's so easily understood just by seeing. So if it's not already immediately obvious, then it's not even worth saying. Hype train Guys, there's a hype train. I don't want to alarm anybody, but there is a hype train going on. And if we hit level 2 on this hype train with 3 more subs, do you guys have any idea what's going to happen? You know what? I'll tell you. Nothing. That's what's going to happen. So subscribe today so that nothing can continue to happen. And maybe I'll fucking, I don't know, do a monkey flip or something. Letitia! I shouldn't have said the monkey flip. That was coming in anyway. All right, I guess it's time to do it. Hold on, I gotta fucking, I'm gonna try my best here. All right. Ta-da! Round of applause for me. That was fucking crazy. Have you ever seen such athleticism before? Be honest. Thank you so much, Letitia. Yo, Armin. Thank you for the 25 months, dude. I appreciate it. Here's, you know what? Cheers to Letitia and Armin. May your next dates be 10 times more epic than your last one. I don't mean to alarm you, but you have seals on your pants. They're whales, actually, but whales are like seals. And Taushi! Thank you so much, Taushi. I appreciate the 5 gifted, my dude. I don't know why I'm mean to use them. I actually like you. I learned... So, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and one of the guys that I watched not that long ago, he had this idea that as you continue to mature in your levels of thinking and consciousness, you reach a point where it's like, you know, first you think, right? And then you think about thinking. And then you think about thinking about thinking. And then you think about all these other levels. It gets deeper and deeper. And then at the very end, it horseshoes back around to the point where the question becomes the answer. So your question was, why am I mean to you? I actually like you. Why indeed, Shiwa? Why indeed? Many will hear, but few will understand. Taushi doesn't get date blessings. You know what, Taush? May your next date be the best date of your life. Bold of you to assume people think. Well, that is a very bold assumption, isn't it? But thank you so much, Taush. And gamers, since Taushi is here anyway, I gotta tell you guys something. The Ouya randomizer just got its largest update, maybe ever. Taushi, would you like to tell the people what they can experience in the Ouya randomizer nowadays? What kind of race is Captain Quark? I have no idea. That's a very good question, Sylvie. The randomizer has a sex mod? Oh my god. The phone-addicted cattle are devoid of thinking, but that's not a conversation for a bunch of phone addicts. Every confession, or every accusation is a confession, Alpha Plunk. As they say. Every buh is a flip. Hello there, Durnge. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Well, anyway, gamers, while Taoshi, you can expect NG plus and weapon level locations and shortcuts and speed ups and even Japanese version support for Gangi Marine. Taoshi has been an absolute fucking G when it comes to this randomizer. And as a reminder to all of you, on July 19th, in 9 short days, we are going to be doing a big community randomizer so you can actually try the Ratchet 3 randomizer yourself. Do you remember who you owe a hard buck to? A hard-based buck to? Yes, it's Caddy. But I don't remember her full name. Hello there, Shadow Donut. Hello, hello, how are you? I'm doing great, my man. Thank you so much for being here today. This fine, feathered Friday. Oh my god, it's Friday! Woo! Friday! It's Perianta, everybody. Good night-o. Good night. Have sweet dreams, Durnge. Have the sweetest dreams of your life. It's Saturday. Listen, it's Saturday somewhere, as they say. But only barely. You've got me by 49 minutes. I know it's 12:49 a.m. for you. I know it. Because you, like 99% of other people, or of all other Australians, live on the East Coast. Oh my goodness. Gamers, thank you for the level 3 hype train. When you don't launch high enough here, what is it that you're doing wrong normally? So, I've been talking with Atapi about this, and he said that if you want to gain more height more consistently, you need to let Clank land and wait longer than you think you should to punch. I want to play Ouya, but 5 times the enemies, and they all have 10 times the HP, but also Tyrannoids can be Nefarious or Mama Tyrannoid. Wait, that would actually be fucking crazy. I would love to play that. Good night, for real, for real. Have a good night, Turnip. A pleasure to see you here. My uncle is 2 minutes behind world record, but he's a pedophile. Will they recognize his run if he submits it? I think your uncle should be more worried about going to jail. Who would? Bro threw in a fun fact. What up, Cat Feud? How you doing, dude? I tried telling you this the last time you made that discovery about the delay punch to height jump. Well, you know what, Darth? It's time for you to boot up the PS3 and do it. You got all the makings of a Ratchet speedrunner, I can tell. You got the ideas. You got the commitment to the games. Maybe the series has been waiting for someone like you to come along and speedrun it, you know? He spent 23 years. Last game he played was Ratchet 1. Wait, so you're... Okay, first off, I have no idea if you're even being serious. But assuming that you are being serious... How does this work? So your uncle or whoever it was, was a pedophile and now wants to be a speedrunner? Listen, I'm gonna say it. If somebody actually was a pedophile, but then came and started speedrunning Ratchet and then beat my times, I think a lot of people would probably be like, no, we're never allowing someone like that in the community, and I understand why they would say that. I wouldn't really... Like, I would still be like, yeah, that dude's time is better than mine. I'm not the kind of person who... Like, listen, I don't know, your fucking pedophile uncle, I don't have anything to say about that. I don't necessarily think I want to be his friend. But if he were to beat my times, I'd be like, well, yeah, he has a better speedrun time than me. I'll go and try to beat that, I guess. Imagine losing to a kid diddler, bro. Lock the fuck in. That's what I'm saying, dude. Sorry I missed the last 2 streams. Sims, don't ever apologize for not watching my stream. You come here to have fun, not to feel guilty. You haven't done anything wrong by not being here. As a matter of fact, congratulations on living your life and living it so well. Hello, Zemi V Gates. Dude. It gates all right. I come here to feel guilty? Oh my god. Did you know there's a store in Rotterdam named Unk? That sounds fucking awesome. Zem should say sorry to you for streaming when you're not when you're unavailable. Dude, you're actually cooking with that, but I'm still not gonna do it. Yo, what up, Toby? Pokeskip's going great, Sasori. Sam, sometimes I pay homeless people $1 to go to your Twitch and type for a while. I'm gonna be honest. All right, if you are... Just be honest. I'm not gonna be mad about this. I just need to know. If any of you are homeless and Fiku pays you $1 to watch my stream, type 1 in chat. I gotta know who's doing this. Really? Oh my god, that's a lot of you. There were so many of you who all typed it at once that it broke my chat for a second. I didn't realize you were all homeless. I'm maybe homeless in 2 weeks, so I want my $1. Well, I hope that you're not homeless in 2 weeks. And I hope that if you do have to be homeless, that you fight like mad to no longer be homeless. Ooh. Yeah, I'll watch your streams under a bridge, don't worry. Cat Feud, I'm gonna be so real with you. If you do end up being homeless, do not fucking watch my stream until you get a place to live. If I find out that you are actually living on the streets and you're numbing the pain of being homeless by watching my stream instead of doing what you can to like fight for your life, I'll be very upset with you. What if I use my house money for gift subs instead? That's an idea. Would you prefer he numb the pain with drugs? No, numbing the pain in general is not the right move here. Sometimes, gamers, you have to let yourself be in pain. Sometimes it's a very good thing. Sometimes, if you seek to numb the pain of a terrible situation, all that's going to end up happening is you're not going to feel the sense of urgency to fix it. Sitting in the pain and letting yourself feel like shit is the best way to get yourself to actually do something about your problems. Would you rather he get a house and rip off his poor landlord? Yeah, won't somebody think of the landlords for a little bit? They're a very oppressed people. Right next to the Assyrians. Shout out Cynicism, my favorite 100% Assyrian. Oh my god, Pidge. I don't even know what those things are and they're multiplying. Guys, those things are multiplying. Can you do me a favor and post Zemi Wee to make them, like, get the fuck out? Like, to fill up the chat with Hapinis instead. If I lose my house, I'll go live with my girl for a while. Oh, okay, well then you'll be fine. But you should probably still do something about it anyway, you know? Only if someone gives me a sub? Oh my goodness. Praying for you, Boltington Clock. Gamers, I will say this. I had to break Bolt Clock's heart the other day and say, I don't know if I don't think I have the time to finish Hi-Fi Rush. So if ever there was somebody who deserves a gifted sub for putting up with my buffoonery, it's Boltington Clock. Dude, what? The moment that broke me was when I died to the same fight the 6th time in a row. And then I asked Bolt Clock, High Shadow. And then I asked Bolt Clock how far into the game I am, and Bolt Clock said 1/3. And I was like, really and truly, I think I need to spend those 12 hours elsewhere right now. I really do. Did you play on hard difficulty? I did indeed, yes. Oh yeah, I played on very hard. You can set it to easy. I would rather rip my balls off and toss them into the sun. What kind of Camtech move was that? Well, the good news is there's a there's a Zem video coming out very soon that will explain it. Please don't say indeed. Some of us are job phobic. Oh my god. Fuck. Let him know, Darth. Okay, I think I'm ready to start runs. What up, Unga Caveman? How you doing? Zem, hop on Black Ops 2 real quick. Okay, doesn't. Do you have enough black mods? No, I don't think anybody has a black colored name in this chat. What up, Super Giga World? How you doing, dude? What up, Sampaws? How you doing? Good to see you. Oh yeah, good call, Nasha. Let me also reset all skill points. You have something else that's black? What's that, Chas? What up, Chusikins? Black hair? I do too. So a little pre-run exercise never hurt nobody. It's 12 kg. Destroyed my chat immediately. This isn't a very good exercise. I don't know. I still don't really know how to use this thing. But I try to pick it up and put it down a lot every day. I like a nice kettlebell. I don't really think very hard about how I use the kettlebell. I just pick it up and put it down. All right. It's time, gamers. So, here's the dealio. I am going to play some Ratchet and Clank. You guys ever heard of that game? Ratchet and Clank? Is that a game that's familiar to you all? Let's do this. All right, we're PBing today for sure. I'm calling it right now. Let's do this. Okay, not like that we're not, though. If I don't PB, you're full broke? Oh my god. Remember to take in the views and listen to the music? Okay, does. Okay, does exactly that. If you don't PB, time to pack it up, Unk. Sounds like a plan to me. Oh yeah, Thomas. Alles gut. What are we counting as PB? 207 or 220? Definitely 207. Because 207's my actual PB. That was a good dust hover. If you PB, I will go into debt and another streamer will take my thumbs. Holy shit. Can I switch to Fortnite soon? Maybe. It is almost Fortnite Friday. I'll count sub 130 as PB. Can't tell me otherwise. Sounds like a plan to me, Chas. Yeah, that's not gonna work though. Am I really going to play Fortnite? No. I'm not. I'm definitely not going to play Fortnite. All right, gamers, here we go. Let's do this. I'm jonesing for a PB, and you guys are jonesing to watch me get a PB. We ain't playing that pedo game. Whoa, relax, Darth. Roblox is epic. I'll say it. I don't think it's a game for pedos. One time, my editors and I went on Roblox, or my YouTube team and I went on Roblox, and we played Deadly Indian Truck Driving. And that's by far the best game I've ever played. Yeah, it was a lot of fun playing Deadly Indian Truck Driving. What up, Herbert the Great? The game that enables grooming on a massive scale? Yeah, but that doesn't mean that people who play Roblox are pedophiles. Listen, just because there's more pedophiles on Roblox than other places doesn't mean it's a game for pedophiles. Like, that'd be like saying that Super Smash Bros. Melee is a game for clinical sociopaths. Like, yeah, just because there's a really high concentration of antisocial sociopaths who play Melee, it doesn't mean that Melee is not a beautiful game for beautiful people. God damn it. Just because that one guy sniffed the chair doesn't mean all speedrunners are like that. I mean, yeah. That one guy did set us back a long time, though, I will say. Fuck this, I'm doing squats and push-ups. Good, you should. Melee is for sociopaths and furries, to be fair. That's true. But I think there's more sociopaths who play Melee than there are furries. I probably shouldn't be saying this. Spend no time thinking of your enemies, as they say. Is that what actually happened, or did he just pick something off the floor? I think he just picked something off the floor and it was really bad timing.
It's like saying Metroid Prime is a game for soulful people. Just because that one guy who played it is guaranteed the glory of heaven does not mean everyone who plays that game is of God's blessed children.
Many will hear that, but few will understand it. That's 100% true, though. I don't even know who you're talking about. I know that that's correct. At least they aren't Yu-Gi-Oh players, am I right? I will say, I've said it before and I'll say it again, Yu-Gi-Oh is the platonic idea of a card game. And then it's like, you know, when you imagine the kind of person that you want to date, you imagine someone in your mind the way that Yu-Gi-Oh players imagine Yu-Gi-Oh. And then you actually play Yu-Gi-Oh, and then you realize something terribly wrong has occurred. See, this is what you get for having a job, Letitia. Just quit your job. There's millions of people who fraud the UK anyway. What's one more? Was that too topical of a joke? Or was that just topical enough? Dude, I wish Sneepy was here to talk more about how people fraud the UK government all the time. I love when he tells stories about that. If you guys don't know, Sneepy works for the UK government. And I think he works specifically in the fraud department. And he has told me more horrific things about fraud that occurs in the UK than I could have possibly imagined. Okay, so far so good. Not the best movement, but it's good enough. Basically, all of my movement right now is going to continue to be good enough for a little bit. I find with the game like Ratchet 1, this is a very vibes-based game. And, the movement gets better the more you play. It's one of those games where it's like, if you try to force better movement, it can work, for sure. You can definitely get better through actual concerted effort, and I do recommend that. However, you can also get better in this game, thankfully, by just fucking around and vibing and enjoying the process, you know what I mean? Okay. Oh, gold bolt. Maybe I need to work on this cam flip. Maybe I need to work on this buff flip. My apologies for not returning yesterday. I was so locked into the ALGS, Apex Legends Goon session. Bro. Bro's out here gooning instead of watching my stream. Unbelievable. I'm gonna continue. I don't think this is that big of a deal. But I do need my Hundo Trifecta notes. Because I'm still not super familiar with this, and I need to have this all memorized. What up, Clueless Streamer? How you doing today? I got rack 1'd right there. That's a classic rack 1 mistake. What up, Mapio? How you doing, dude? Only 1,600. My brain is fried after all this learning. I'm gonna go couch a bit. Oh my god. Enjoy it, Rajol Joel. You can't break those too fast, otherwise you'll crash the game. That's a classic mistake. Everybody crashes the game there eventually at some point. It's a Ratchet Runner rite of passage. I swear the crash is a myth, by the way. It's not. It's not a toppy. It'll happen to you one day. But that's also because people tend to play it very safe there, I think. Because they know there's a crash. Hope you're doing well, Atapi. Great to see you, man. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? What have I done? What the fuck? Okay, well, that was weird. What was I not thinking of correctly there? Whatever. I'm just gonna go around like this. Bro, what the hell is this guy doing here? Okay. And I low rolled on all of my bolts. Very odd. Very, very odd. I will kill this guy. I'll go over here. I'll get this. And then I will save and reload, I suppose? You got hacked by the KBG? I guess I did. Or KGB? Yeah, it was Putin's fault, probably. Yeah, not a very strong showing so far this run, but I think it's fine. I think, honestly, I need to prove to myself that I can PB even from a really bad deficit. So, we'll grab the bolts here. This should be enough. No, only 40. Well, I'm gonna grab these. This will be faster. And now I'm gonna give myself the liberty to play a little bit riskier, I think. I'm only a minute 45 behind my best pace ever. That's honestly not that awful. When you really think about it, for somebody with a 207, perfectly fine to take a run like that. Still not totally sure how to set this up super fast. Really? Wow, I cut that into more speed because I was positive I was gaining too much height, but I guess I'm still not totally used to this setup. There we go. Much better. Is Cinna flipping from there really faster? It's a little bit faster, Armin. Because you don't have to wait for this. Like, you know how if you go over to this pontoon, you have to wait for it to hit a certain point in the cycle? If you do the other one, it's a little bit faster. Because then there's no waiting or anything like that. Do I hold any records currently, or do you know? I currently hold one world record in the OG trilogy. I have Ouya any percent. I don't have any other world records. However, I don't think records are really... I'm actually going to say this. I think records are a bit of a fake metric. I know that's a little crazy to say, considering how much I've been, like, all about getting world records. But I think, really and truly, the only thing that matters is how good you actually are. And when you're a certain skill level, world records follow you. And even though, like, I think it's pretty... Only having one world record now, for where my skill level is across Ratchets 1, 2, and 3, I am significantly better at all 3 games this year than I was last year when I only had one record. So, Yeah, if you look at it like that, it looks like my skill level is still roughly the same, but I would argue I'm significantly better, and because of it, a lot of records are going to go my way relatively soon. I heard somebody say that a metric that's actually worth considering is whether or not somebody has a bunch of records at the same time. I think that's also true to some extent, but it also depends on some other stuff as well. There's really no solid point of reference, but I guess world records are the most obvious one for people. Basically, I feel like the real test is the eye test. You know what I mean? It's like if you can watch somebody play and be like, holy shit, that person's really sick, then they're probably really good. Very good start. Scotto is good at every trilogy game? Yes, indeed he is. I think about you like that no matter the game. Kevin, you absolute sweetheart. This is what I mean, Kevin. You don't need to read a book like How to Win Friends and Influence People. You know how to make every person that you're around feel special. And that's a quality that's going to get you very, very far in this life. You should never undervalue how good you're able to make the people around you feel. This might work, although it's a little suspicious. Oh my goodness, Charlene. My dear. How are you, Charlene? Charlene, this gold split is for you. All right, we're ahead. Hello, Charlene and Charlene's viewers. Feet raid? Hold on, check this shit out. Check it out. Accidentally showed a little bit too much heel there. Hi, Charlene. How are you doing today, my dear? What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. If you don't know who I am, I'm Zem. I am probably the second coolest person alive after Charlene. And right now I am training. I'm in a training arc right now. It's like, you ever watch one of those shonen mangas or shonen anime where the main character has to level up? I'm leveling up right now. I'm currently training to speedrun Ratchet and Clank 1, 2, and 3 100% back to back to back. It is a 7-hour speedrun. And so today I'm isolating my biggest weakness, which is Ratchet 1 100%. And I am aiming for a new PB.
You guys are disappointing. Zem showed us his cement slappers and not a single person subbed to see him take the slipper off. Weak.
Holy shit, Pidge. Well, you know what they say, you gotta be the change you want to see in the world. What's the trifecta PB right now? My 100% trifecta PB is 7 hours, 48 minutes, and 49 seconds. As a matter of fact, my PB just finished rendering on Premiere, and I'll be uploading it to my second YouTube channel tonight. So if you missed it, and you've been thinking to yourself, wow, I really want to watch an 8-hour YouTube video while I go to bed tonight. Well, boy howdy, I've got the perfect video for you. Those feet shouldn't be in slippers, they should be in my mouth. We'll make it happen, Charlene. We'll make it happen. Don't you worry, patience is a virtue. It's great to see you, Charlene. I hope you've been well. I'm glad to hear that you're alive after last night. If you guys don't know, Charlene actually lives in France. And so she was in the immediate splash zone of all of the fucking crazy shit that would happen because of the France-Morocco game. You're fine, you're just melting. At least your AC gets here soon. That's important. We're putting that one as a pinned message, I think. I think we should, honestly. I think the world needs to know how much of a freak Charlene is. Okay. Flow. What am I doing wrong here? I'm overthinking this. There we go. You have to be kidding me. That's crazy. Okay, that's fine. We're still on course to save a lot of time. There we go. All right, 432. That is by far the fastest pokey skip I've ever gotten in a run, and I blew about 30 seconds to random stupid shit at the very end. Maybe even a little bit more. I'm feeling pretty good, honestly. I think pokey skip is really coming together. Do I prefer the heat or the cold? In America, so okay, if you guys don't know, I am American, in case that's not obvious, but I live in Europe. I live in the Netherlands. And I will say, in America, the summertime is amazing. It's gorgeous. Because there's no humidity. And so whenever it's, you know, let me try to think in Celsius. When it's 28 or 30 degrees Celsius in America, it feels incredible. Because the buildings don't trap heat. And it's low humidity. But here, it's horrible. Okay, we are 5 minutes and 49 seconds ahead now. Yeah, I mean, Shadow, I've been getting a lot better. Totally depends where in the US or Europe. I suppose that's fair. Nice little double gold there. I did not go to the wrong planet, for those of you who are curious. The reason why I landed on Gaspar and then left immediately, we don't actually have to do anything on Gaspar. We just need to land on Gaspar to unlock the Walloper for later. Oh my god, is that B squared? Guys, you best be careful. I'm gonna say it. I don't know many people in this world who radiate raw animal magnetism like B squared does. One of the biggest ballers I have ever met in my entire life. Well, we haven't even met in person yet. That's really the only damn shame of it all. But like all great things, we will have our time in the sun. We absolutely will. I didn't need to blow up those guys, but no Zemi at GDQ, I quit. Yeah, it wasn't in the cards this time around, B squared. But there will be a tomorrow. Am I misremembering, or does the ship have weak points? The ship does indeed have weak points. It's the turrets on the ship. The turrets are a 5x weak point. However, the turrets also have a cooldown on the weak point. So you have to kind of guide your shots carefully. Otherwise, if you try to shoot the same spot over and over, you won't get the 5x every hit. So if you do it correctly, you can really maximize your 5x hits, and there actually is a training module for it now.
I did not.
If Zem ever joins GDQ again, I'm going to save up money to see him live. I'm going to tell you guys something. So if you guys don't know, I have done 9 GDQ runs. And I'm looking to do number 10. And I want to make number 10 very special. Which is why, if I ever do a GDQ run for Ratchet again, I'm only submitting Hundo Trifecta. Hello. They might take me for something else. That's fine if they do. That'll be my 10th run and I'll still enjoy it. But if it's going to be a Ratchet one, it's going to be Hundo Trifecta.
Tonight's event will be rebroadcast at 7 on channel 4073.
Voltanic. Nice. Yeah, and I'm very thankful that it is B squared. I'm thankful that even though I'm relatively washed as a singer these days, that people still pay to hear me. It makes me very flattered. Oops. That's not how you pronounce Oltanis? Oh yeah, sorry. On Oltanise. I was an Xbox kid growing up. What is the general story of this franchise? Basically, a weasel and his metal lunchbox have to save the galaxy together. There's a lot of guns. Everybody who's ever played this game remembers the guns. And they also remember the really cool level design. Thank you, Letitia. Very sweet of you. And as a reminder, if you guys do want to hear my singing, I'm not singing at GDQ. However, ESA is at the beginning of August, so the European Speedrunner Assembly, which is the Europe equivalent of GDQ. And I am putting on a Clone Hero rock concert. So me and 3 other guys are going to be playing Clone Hero, and we're going to be doing a 75-minute concert in Clone Hero for a live audience. So we have 2 guitarists, a drummer, and then I'm on vocals. So it's gonna be a fucking crazy concert. You guys should absolutely tune into that. I think of all the things I've ever done at a marathon, this is gonna be the coolest one. We reload here. Yeah, there's also a lot of adult humor in this game series that people really enjoyed. For example, there's a joke in the 3rd game where one of the main characters admits that he fucked a monkey. But, like, it's because he's in an argument with a monkey. There's, like, a monkey in the game, right? And him and the monkey are arguing about something, and you can't understand the monkey, right? But he can. And so, you know, the monkey yells at him, and he goes, "Well, it was mating season. How could I have known she was your sister?" So, you know, that's the kind of humor you get out of these games. He also has an amazing Christmas album, and it is Christmas in July after all. Oh my god. The Christmas album of it all. Honestly, I gotta do a run back on a Christmas, on an album of some sort in the near future. Now that I'm singing again, it's probably a good idea. Live album of the Clone Hero concert. That'd be fucking sick. I'm waiting for to represent Netherlands at Eurovision. Holy shit. My only issue with Eurovision is I think 99% of all Eurovision songs suck. So if I would ever do Eurovision, they would need to, like... They need to give me something good to work with. Okay. Do I claw grip for this game? No. What about ABBA? Well, ABBA was great, but, you know, they also were on Eurovision, like, fucking 50 years ago. Or not 50, but you know what I mean. If you guys, Maybe it was 50 years ago. Anyway, we're going to Quar 2. I watched a video one time that was Eurovision winning songs through the years. I didn't realize, first off, that Eurovision's been going on for almost 100 years. But it's so funny hearing the absolute, like, insane drop in quality in Eurovision songs over the last few decades. I'm an absolute Eurovision hater, I'll admit it. I will absolutely admit it. I fucking hate Eurovision. It's like, I genuinely don't understand how people can even think that any of those songs are good. They all sound terrible to me. $1950 was the first. Oh, okay. So I'm a little bit off with my calcs. Calc is short for calculator, by the way, in case you guys are new around here. It's slang. If you guys are wondering why I did that thing where I threw 4 bombs at the ground and then killed myself, it's because now it gave me 4,000 extra bolts. I clipped back in. That's crazy. I've never made that mistake before. Oops. Okay, now we're gonna go to Drex Fleet. Would you compete in the Euro Ass 11 contest? I mean, why do you guys think I've been doing so many squats? I gotta learn how to throw it back. So is slang generational? Does it all wrap up together? Like fat was huge in the 90s? I feel like it's always flavors of the same thing. But not always, now that I really think about it. Oh, fuck me. That's fine. I'll build up speed here. That's true. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Rice Waffle's ass. He is caked up. It's crazy. I gotta reload here. Bet and say less. Yeah, sometimes slang really is a product of its time. But I think a lot of times slang is similar in nature to one another. Yeah, that was pretty good movement. Aside from the very end where I spaghettied all over myself and didn't really know what I was doing. Dude, my headphone cable keeps sticking to my shoulder and I'm not a fan of it.
Oh, thank you for subscribing.
7.5.
As opposed to 6.7. Thank goodness Kiawe wasn't here to hear me say that one. Okay, now we go to Quar 2. Gamers were 11 minutes and 35 seconds ahead. I don't mean to alarm anybody, but we are very nearly on actual PB pace. My actual PB is 2:07. And I think we're hitting that beautiful point of critical mass where I'm going to start improving very quickly. Yo, what's going on, Alex? It's great to see you, my dude. Hope all is well. And Alexis, of course, thank you for the 90 months and the tier 2 resub. Very, very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. So, gamers, I want to take a second to talk about today's sub goal. Because, you know, if I'm not going to talk about it, then who will? I am Mr. Streamer Man after all. So we recently met a sub goal. So okay. We're gonna need to back up a little bit. Oh, B squared. Oh, stop B squared. You know, B squared, if nobody else in this entire chat typed 1, I would still feel flattered because your support's all I need. But, so, okay, to back up for a second. No, I don't need that gold bolt yet, Answer. I forgot to buy 6 ammo. Maybe I'll find 6 more along the way. So, if you guys don't know, I live in the Netherlands, and my Dutch is not that good. And so I was like, okay, well, how do I get better at Dutch? And so I thought about it, and I was like, you know, if I really, all I really have to do, to get better at Dutch is spend roughly 20 hours on it. Because if you really think about it, that's all you usually need to become competent at any particular skill. And so I made a sub goal to do a 20-hour Dutch studying stream. So it'll be and we met that goal. It'll be a mini marathon. It'll be a 2-day long stream where that's not good. It'll be a 20-hour long stream, or no, a 2-day long stream where I study Dutch for 20 combined hours. So, oh my god, this is so sketchy. Oh, I gotta lock in. I'll talk about this in... Actually, no, I can do both. So, basically, I was like, all right, if I just spend 20 hours in 2 straight days, 10 hours a day, I'll probably at least be pretty good at Dutch by the time I'm done. And one of my viewers, Caddy, made me aware of something. She said, you know, if you really want to learn Dutch, what you can do, you can play Animal Crossing. Because Animal Crossing, you can set it to Dutch, and apparently it's really good. It has really basic Dutch, and you can take your time reading it. Yo, Zen, funny thing, but I managed to recreate the Blarg crash and solved it. I guess it wasn't a myth after all, but it's not as simple as break the orbs at the same time. It's only indirectly related to that. What is it actually related to, a top? You gotta tell me, I'm dying to know. No, that's so bad. Your free Moby slots run out. I suppose we do know a lot more about Moby slots now than we did back in the day, so that makes sense why you'd be able to solve that. You won't learn Dutch in 20 hours? That's not the point. The point is that I don't expect to be perfect at Dutch in 20 hours over 2 days. The point is, the faster I can overcome the 20-hour threshold, the more competent I will be in the long run. So even if I only retain some of it, that's still pretty good, man. 20 hours of learning Dutch, that's pretty fucking good. And who knows, by the time I'm done, I might actually be good enough to be able to do a lot more cool shit. All that matters is that you get started. It's not about being perfect, it's about becoming competent. You know what I mean?
92 answer me this tongue twister accurately. How many seals would a seal scrubber scrub if a seal scrubber could scrub seals?
Answer me this tongue twister accurately. How many seals would a seal scrubber scrub if a seal scrubber could scrub seals? If a seal scrubber could scrub seals, a seal scrubber would scrub lots of seals. Beautiful movement. Okay. That's really unfortunate, but I understand why I messed that up. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Pidge. Why make it arbitrary 20 hours, though, is my point. Because 20 hours is the threshold that anyone needs to learn any skill to a competent level. If you ever are learning something and you're very intimidated by how hard it is or how incompetent you are at it, you probably only need to spend 20 hours to become competent. So that's why my logic is the faster I can get 20 hours out of the way, the better my life will be as a result. Now, if you guys don't know, I live in the Netherlands, so my Dutch isn't horrible. But it's not good enough. Learning Dutch is becoming incredibly important because my happiness, my success, and my well-being depends on my ability to be able to connect with people. And if I can't connect people in a country that I live in their native tongue, then I'm really fucking up, you know what I mean? My Dutch is probably better than yours. Probably. I'd be willing to... Well, I don't know if you're Dutch or not is the thing. That's a funny way to say inburgeringsexamen. I mean, true. Ja, je hebt geluk. Oh, je bent een Nederlander.
Don't forget, Mr. Zem92, we are going to teach you the Dutch football song Lens Rest first with the normal version and then karaoke. XTD.
So true. Oops. Bro, I am fucking up right now. These angles are not good enough. Ah, fuck. Ah! Scary. Almost died there. Bro, I need to work on my fucking Drex. This is unacceptable. Yeah, I don't know, man. I really should not be spending 7 minutes on Velden 1. I need to practice this more. All right, GG number 1. I taught myself Spanish and Russian. It takes forever, and I recommend using Anki flashcards and speaking as much as possible. Well, we're going to do what we're going to do. We're going to spend 20 hours getting as good as possible. Okay, so now here we need to go to quick select and we need to go do Walloper on top. No, Walloper on top, PDA here, Pyro here, Devastatey here, Morph here, and then blank bomb. Not the best angle I've ever had in my life, but that's fine. Oh, you speak Dutch? What does it mean to sloom your penis in the corridor? How is PB 121? You're reading it wrong. PB is not 121, 1 hours, 21 minutes, and 24 seconds. It's my PB's Velden NG Plus is 1 minute, 21.24 seconds. But I can understand why that'd be tough to know if you're not super familiar with live split. Yeah, live split is not the most intuitive thing to use. Okay. Who up here yokaing on their peryantai? I think every Finnish person in the chat is yokaing on their peryantai. Hey, relax. That's fine. We'll work on all this stuff later. I'll have my time in the rack one, son. We're not here to play perfectly right now, we're here to improve. Who up hampuring der cortisol castike? Dude, so true. Yo, Manto, best part about Finland? The ladies. Holy shit. Great to have you here, Manto. Hope you're doing well today, dude. Oh, that was close. My advice, if you want to learn Dutch, the best way would be to do this. 1, watch Nos Journaal and Makkelijke Taal and go to learning groups. And least important is to use Duolingo. I appreciate the advice. I will probably figure out what I could do at some point. I'm mostly trying to get to the point where I can have basic conversations without feeling like a fucking moron. And I'm nearly there. Nearly there, I think. But I think it's my lack of vocabulary that's really fucking me over. So I think as long... My first goal with the 20-hour Dutch stream... I want to look up the list of the 200 most common Dutch words and just memorize them. I feel like it'll make my life a lot easier if I do that first. Nos Journaal is in Makkelijke Taal is pretty cool. It's the news but spoken at a very simple level. That's actually fucking cool. I like that. I mean, that sure as hell sounds like it beats Dora the Explorer. Although, I must say, watching Dora the Explorer, I feel like I learned a lot about what it meant to chase after your regenbooglint. Voor de tip-top turn show begint. I probably didn't even need to do that. I can just do this.
Ratchet.
That feels horrible.
Ratchet. Ratchet.
And then, I don't know, maybe one of these.
Ratchet.
I wasn't sure if a Hyper Strike would actually work there. So I waited to see if a ledge grab would work instead. I don't think that was gonna work either. Do I eat? Yes, I've been known to eat food from time to time. But you best be careful. It's a dangerous habit, that eating. Okay, Mr. the Gazam, I shall now eat and shall catch you next stream. Sounds good, Darthington. Enjoy yourself. Do I breathe? No! Maybe that one? And I think I have 8, but just to be safe, I'm gonna do this. No, I don't. Okay. So this should be 10. Really? I have to check the tapes on that and see how that got so fucked up. Do you secretly fart on stream? Sometimes I do. Guys, if you're enjoying this run so far, can I get some Zemi Wees in chat? I really love Zemi Wee. It's a great emote. Shoutouts Rajol Feemsh for making it. Fuck. I don't know how I'm fucking... There's no way, but, you know. Ratchet's gonna teleport. No! Should be good. Yep. Okay. Now we gotta kill the mama crab with just the wrench. I can get hit there, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because I have to die at the end of this anyway. So, I'm gonna aim to get hit here. Who's excited to see England lose tomorrow? I think England's got a pretty good chance. I think it's very likely that they win. Do I think they have anybody who can physically stop Haaland? Or Haaland? I forget how to fucking pronounce his name. Probably not one-on-one, but they could always mark him with 2. And then they've got enough competent people on their own side of the field to be able to outscore and outpace. I think it's going to be a good match. I think it's slightly Norway favored from what I understand. Now, granted, I've only been watching soccer for 0 hours and 0 minutes. But I feel like my assessment of the situation was as good, if not better, than most people who've been watching their entire lives. Holland. See, every time I pronounce it, I feel like people tell me I'm not saying it right. And I definitely feel like I said Holland at some point, but it's whatever. I'll just shut the fuck up and start pronouncing it differently again. Opinion on Mbappe. Well, I think it's pretty clear that he's one of the best of the best. What up, Finn J? How you doing, dude? England has the better team on paper, but that doesn't really matter. Yeah, when the lights are at their brightest, all that matters is who shows up. Opinion on seals. This might be a controversial opinion. No way that killed me. I should have waited a little bit more, but that's fine. I know what mistakes I made there. This might be a bit of a controversial opinion. I think seals are really, 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 really cute.
Welcome. Welcome.
All right, I'm gonna say what we're all thinking. We should take the keys to society and give them to the seals. We should open our buffets to the seals and let them eat all the fish they want. Oh my god, palindrome number. Can two seals build a particle accelerator? We have no proof that they can't do that. All we know is that they haven't currently done it. What about the sea lions? Sea lions are fine too. They're like kind of they're like the slightly less cute but still really cute cousin, you know?
Welcome.
Are we allowed to pet the seals? We should be. What the fuck? No fucking way. Of all the people I expected to show up in this chat today, my fucking boy Brad Plaxton was not one of them. Brad, how the hell are you, dude? Brad Plaxton, I have a question for you. How has the food strike been going? I hope that someday soon you don't have to eat food anymore. Is that the right way of saying that? My friend Brad, so what are the details of this, Brad? Is it that you wrote for a show and you're currently eating every day until the show gets to a certain follower count. He's like posting videos every day. At least I saw it when I went on Instagram once or twice. He posted a video saying eating every day until this gets 250 followers. I thought that was really funny. Does anyone know the controller or setup that Zem uses for speedruns? So average Brazilian, I use a DualShock 2, a PlayStation 2 controller. The input display that you're seeing on my screen is done using a community practice tool called Rackman. It is very cool, as the kids would say. The kids are saying that. I don't know how many of you guys knew that. That's why I'm here. I know a lot of you guys are tapped out of what the kids say, so thankfully I'm here to teach you all the modern day slang, such as cool and financially solvent. Very important terms. We're producing a show called Hungry Women, and I've been on an eating strike until the show gets 250 followers on Instagram. I'm not eating anything specific or any specific amount, but I won't stop until the show has 250 followers. Guys, if you're, if you want to do me a favor, you should go follow. Is the actual, what is the Instagram at, Brad? You need to let me know. I'm gonna try to help you get to 250 here, but I don't want to send them to the wrong place. Hungry Women _play. Guys, if you go to Hungry Women, if you're bored right now and you got nothing better to do, and you've got an Instagram account, go and find Hungry Women _play. And go drop him a follow so that my friend doesn't have to eat food anymore. You should see him. He's, you know, he'd make a Jewish grandmother proud with how much he's eating. But that's not the point. Up or down, up or down, up or down. It was down. Okay. He should eat some churgers. Day Kid? Bro, let me tell you about the fucking churgers of it all. Oh my god. Bro, when Torbulin and I rock up and eat those 50 churgers next month, it's gonna be glorious. But Brad, all things considered, outside of that, I hope you've been well, man. I hope that life has been treating you well. Over here, we got a heat wave right now, so I'm schwitzing my nuts off, but I'm having a great time. I followed the Insta. Do I win? The letter Joth, you have won the day, my friend. If anybody ever tries to give you shit for the next 12 or so hours, you can say, no, 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 no. I've already won today. You've got nothing on me. Let's go back. Thank you guys for following. I do appreciate that. Thank you for doing my friend Brad a favor. And me, you know. By helping, I get to feel... Oh, nice goal. I get to feel like I've done my mitzvah for the day, and you get to help my friend directly achieve his goals. So, thank you for that, gamers. Do you have a favorite sounding... Oh, hold on. Planet name from the OG trilogy. Well, I like Smolg, but not for the reasons you would think. I like Smolg a lot because in the community, we've taken to calling Smolg Smolge. And I just think that's a very silly thing to do. But yeah, Brad, by the way, I haven't really told anybody else about this yet because I'm still in the planning phase. But next month, there is a very real chance I'm going to be spending some time in the city. Where in the fuck am I? To answer your question, I'm doing really well. Fuck yeah, dude. That's what I love to hear. But yeah, I'll be in the city sometime in August, I think. It's feeling like that time of the every couple years or so. How many seals does it take to close the vault at Fort Knox? It's none. It's already sealed shut. That's a pretty good one, Gingishi. It wasn't, you know, nobody in this paid attention to it, but I'll let you know that I paid attention to it. All right, guys, we're on Battalia, so now it's time to post ass 11 in the chat. Let me know if you need a place to stay. We just got a house in the Bronx. Fuck yeah, dude. Congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll hit you up. I'm not totally sure what days yet, but I'm looking to spend at least a few days there. In classic roller coaster fashion of, hey, everybody, I'll be around for like 5 seconds, and then I, you know, intrude on everyone's lives, make them all do a bunch of crazy shit for many hours, and then leave just as quick as I can. I need that guy dead. Should be enough to at least ledge grab. That's good, but we don't make it in time. We have just enough Devastator to be able to fire twice here. And then... You have a trampoline? Holy shit. Dude, they've got it... Here's how they've got it in the Netherlands. A lot of people have trampolines, but what they do is they build the trampolines into the ground. It's very strange. I've never seen anything like it before, at least in America. But it's all the rage here. Okay, we exit out, we re-enter, we go up. Oh my god, he gets it first try. My mom told me to not keep it because it's dangerous. Well, yeah, that's the point. Isn't that the point? The point is that we're ready to recklessly endanger ourselves at a moment's notice. Fuck. There we go. Pretty good movement. Not perfect, but good enough. Wait a minute, I should not have bought that yet. Oh, Brad, it's, unfortunately on YouTube, you're not going to be able to see Ass 11, but trust me when I say that it's one of the emotes of all time. And then I in-level movie warp, but that doesn't work because I've already gotten the cutscene, so I do this. And then I save and reload, I believe. Okay, now we gotta reload. And if this is all done perfectly, we're actually saving a shitload of time here, which is crazy. Turns out if you actually practice Battalia, you do better at it. Who would have ever guessed? Google an indoor trampoline. That shit looks dangerous. There's no barrier nets, so one wrong step in land and grass and dirt. Listen, the thing is, you can tell me this shit's dangerous all you want, but it's not gonna stop me from wanting it. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see here. Absolutely beautiful. 18,000 bolts is glorious here. We die, we go right back to the ship, and we gold by over a minute. Gamers, we are officially on PB pace. It'll be my first PB in this category since last year, considering this is my, like, you know, maybe 5th attempt since last year. But that's pretty damn good. I must say. By the way, gamers, as a reminder, God, you know, I'm gonna paint a situation for you guys. I'm gonna paint a situation. Imagine you're sitting there minding your own business, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere you're like, fuck, man. Here I was wanting to watch more Zem, but Zem's not streaming anymore, so what do I do? He hasn't uploaded to his main channel in about 2 months. So what is someone like me to do in this situation? Well, let me tell you something. Today, I'm posting my previous 100% trilogy world record on YouTube. On my second channel at that. If you guys aren't already subscribed to More Zem, there will be a More Zem video on More Zem today. It's going to be me beating Ratchet's 1, 2, and 3 100% in a row in 7 hours and 48 minutes. It's going to be a hell of a video. You guys should check it out. I bought sock'em boppers and those foam American Gladiator helmets for the trampoline to make my mom... I love that, Brad. I love it. We stand reckless self-endangerment around these parts. Doesn't YouTube punish you heavily for not posting often? No, not really. There's no... That's a myth. While there is truth that you do stand to gain from posting very frequently, you don't exactly get punished for not posting. It's more so, imagine not posting for a while and then uploading a video that's really bad quality that nobody really wants to watch. Then you're gonna get punished heavily. But the next video that we're uploading on the main channel, it will be ready, it should be ready, fingers crossed, this week. And we have a few more videos planned for you guys before the summer is over. So basically, it's all hands on deck until GTA 6 comes out. We're hoping to post a lot of videos in the, between then and now. Fuck. That's really annoying. It's actually horrible. The worst part of this was losing the 3 Visibomb ammo rather than fucking that up 3 times, which was also bad, but not downright atrocious. The Day Kid said, I just realized I've been watching Zem instead of working for months and I wasn't even subbed. Well, first off, I'm glad you've been enjoying the content. What's the second channel? If you type exclamation point... What is it? YT? Or YouTube? I think it's YT. It'll give you the link to both of my YouTube channels, but if you're already watching on one YouTube channel, then you don't really have to worry about the first one. Oh no, maybe it's exclamation point YouTube. In any case, I must say, even though we haven't been posting in a while, we have been very hard at work on these next few videos, and really and truly, I do think that before the summer is over, we'll have posted our best video ever. I say that with full confidence. Is GTA 6 going to be console only on release? I believe it is console only on release, but as a PS5 owner, I am absolutely soaking up the sun right now. I see Battaglia wasn't shit. You know how it is, my dude. You know how it is. Okay. Nice little gold. I'll take it. Could have been a lot faster, but we will never complain about a gold split. So, for Pokitaru, we need to buy the blaster, buy the Glove of Doom and the Taunter, get the jackpot skill point, escort the guy, bomb proxy to the gold bolts. Okay, let's start with that. We get the blaster, the Glove of Doom, the Taunter. I did get the ones on the bottom, right? Yes, I did. Hey! They could never make me hate you, the guy. Okay. So far, so good. We stand right here. We double jump out. We grab this one as well. Ooh, that's not good. Jumped a little too early there. That's a good mistake to make, though. That's much better. Weapons, taunter. Okay, we got the skill point. That's good. And we're big chillin'. I've been gone so long, he's got a full beard. Romina, I want you to know something. I was literally thinking of you last night. It sounds so weird out of context. But just hear me out for a second. I was doing a bit of digging on my YouTube channel, trying to find an old stream of mine. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. Without even really thinking about it, I had started listing my live streams. And then I was thinking, when did I start doing this? And then I thought back very hard on it. And I had never even thought to keep them listed or in a playlist of any kind until you gave me that advice. And I was like, holy shit, it was Romina who told me to do that. And now here you are today. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Really and truly, gamers, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of advice. If you want to succeed at YouTube or really anything, all you have to do is listen to people that are smarter than you. Anytime anybody ever says something that's clearly very smart, just like take it in stride and listen to them. Turns out it's probably good advice. Okay, there's one. There's two. With our last Visibomb ammo, we're gonna aim at, I guess this guy, maybe? Nice. That wasn't who I was aiming for, but I'll take it. And we'll take a few extra bolts here from this jank fish. Happy to hear you straight up chilling. Oh, absolutely. I hope the same for you, Ramin. I hope things are going well. Hey, Zemjamin, what's with the zoomed in face cam? Haven't been here in a week or two. You want to know what it is? Really and truly, my editor got pissed off at me. He was like, dude, I'm going to be so real with you. Every single time you record webcam, your webcam framing looks like complete shit and you need to fix it. And so I was like, okay, that's mean, but probably true. Again, we listen to people that are smarter than us. So basically, we sat down together and we fixed it. So maybe it looks a little strange right now because you're probably not used to it. But trust me when I say, you'll get used to it fast. Oh my god, I got fucking bumped. Take head. I need to practice this fight. I do not remember what I'm doing. It's been 6 months now and I'm still not used to it. I changed it this week. Bro is living in the fucking future. I don't even know what to say. Okay, hold on. Let me see here. So we do this. We do this. We do this. And we go to Orxon. The hard part is knowing which ones are smarter and which ones just have a big mouth. That's very true. But here's the thing. Everybody has something useful to say. Even if it's, you know, sometimes it appears to be the dumbest thing you've ever heard in your entire life. You'd be surprised how much even morons have useful things to say. So it's best to usually just assume that most people have at least some idea of what they're talking about. That's not good.
Bits.
Are you used to it now, Mr. Krabs?
Used to what? Oh, the webcam.
Are you used to it now, Mr. Krabs?
Art thou used to it now, Mr. Krabs? quote me on this. EU is garbage. Bro, I want the record to show I saw G2 getting whacked by Lion coming from a mile away. I saw that 3-0 in my fucking sleep, dude. They call me a visionary. I call myself someone with good pattern recognition. That's true. I also call myself the magician because I do make magic happen. Okay, I need the blasty. I like how sometimes I say the names of guns like I'm a 5-year-old child. Fuck. Game hard. Did I play Ratchet at 5 years old? No, I played Ratchet at 10 years old. Oh, wait a minute. I have the thruster pack. What am I doing? Zem, you inspire me to watch Looney Tunes. Tell me more about the Looney Tunes of it all. What up, Isak? How you doing, my dude? That's not good. Whoa. Alright, we're golding Orcs on 2 by a lot, despite the fact that this went really poorly. And that's very surprising to me, for a lot of reasons. We can gold this by probably another minute. Fun fact, did you guys know that it's called Looney Tunes because the original intention was to use cartoons to teach children classical music? That's why it's Looney Tunes and not Looney Toons. Because it's not about the cartoon aspect of it all. It's about the music. I don't need to do this. I can just fucking send it with a fast enough long jump. Oh my god, gamers. You know what I'm excited for tonight? I've got some lamb steaks waiting for me in the fridge I'm gonna cook up tonight. Oh, it's gonna be so good. There's a couple butchers right near my apartment. And I have been scrounging those butcher shops. Please break. Please? I'm dead. Oh my god.
We must.
Maybe that hits by some miracle. Maybe? How did you get the beard looking so nice? My facial hair is awful. I wish I could take credit for it. I do use some beard product when I'm in the shower. But aside from that, I trim every now and then to keep things a little bit more maintained and not shitty looking. And outside of that, genetics. Regardless, though, Clonutopia, it's great to have you, dude. Welcome to the stream. It's part is kind of RNG. Not really. You're alive? I am indeed alive, Isak. Was that ever in question? Were the streets saying that I had died? Thanks for the welcome, boys. Happy to be here in the Rack Pack. A pleasure to have you. Oh my god. He's even using the terminology. Clonotopia is using the terminology rather. Okay, not the best Hoven I've ever had, Gemlick. So, for Gemlick, we need to shoot the rocket, Walloper Shane, get in the ship and shoot the ships. Visibomb the last ship for the skill point, Walloper Shane to the gold bolt. If 5 or more Visibomb ammo, anime cancel the gold bolt. I don't think that's going to be on the tabes. That's how I say table, by the way, for those of you curious. We have 1. That's not great. So...
I did not.
Not awful movements.
Here's a little something from me to you.
Let's get this in one try. Harder than it looks.
I did not.
That is so unfortunate. But it is all good. We simply go over the top. And now what we're going to do is we're going to camera clip through the door. Like so. Wait a minute. This is probably more effective. However, when this happens, you can always do it like this. This is one of the most disagreeable camera clips in the entire game, in my opinion. It's an easy flip. How do you do it, Isak? Okay. Oltanisse. Shoutouts Krile. Oh, early flip. Ah. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so here's what we're gonna say. Here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna be a little bit off cycle because of the Visibomb of it all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here. We're gonna potentially miss a cycle to buy 4 Visibomb ammo. And we're gonna fire this shit off into our ship and fuck the whole thing up. Oh, okay. Scary, scary, scary. Roach! Holy shit. Roach, I haven't seen you in a hot fucking minute. How you doing, dude? Do I go for another ship right now? I don't want to talk about it, man. I don't want to talk about it! Take me back up. Just fucking take me back up. I don't care anymore, man. I don't care about the cycles. I don't care. When last time we met in person? Oh my god, man. It must have been close to 10 years now. Is life treating you well, my dude? It better be, or I'm gonna have to file some complaints to the big man upstairs. To which they will promptly be filed in the "this guy has no idea what he's talking about" camp. And then things will happen as they're meant to anyway. Well, you saw me know I was still a good weight. Over 2020 to 2024, I gained a ton of weight and went up to 470 pounds. What the fuck, dude? But been working my ass off and now down to 270, 20 less than when you met me. Hey, good for you, man. Hey, it's not about, as a modern day philosopher once said, it's not about where you're going. It's not about where you've been. It's the climb. You're taking the scenic route right now. You're taking the scenic route to a good weight. But all that matters is that you're going in the right direction. Yeah, 1% better every day. That's all you got to worry about. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna eat a shoe. Okay. Aha! I know what I did wrong. It's because I'm not used to doing it in this order. Alright, so Oltanis needs my attention. It needs my love. This is a good fucking Oltanis. Thank you. I worked very hard on it, can't you tell? I have always been an Oltanis hater. And you want to know why? It's because I suck at it. That's why. That's great, Roach. Listen, man. All that matters is that it didn't kill you. Until death, all defeat is psychological. Hey, Zim, how you doing? I'm doing great, Clank Speeds. Thanks for asking. How are you doing today? What do I do if I have a small penis? You learn to eat pussy really well. Many will hear that advice, but few will understand. Yo, what up, Wild Seal? How you doing, dude? Well, that's good, man. A little focus never hurt anybody in this world. You know what I mean? A lot of people could stand to benefit from a little bit more focus. So that was a very bad Oltanis. But the good news is we can save a lot of time here on Quartu if I play halfway decently. Just had SGDQ in the background, sell your streams, so I want to check in with you. Appreciate it, my man. It's a pleasure hearing from you, dude. I'm glad to hear that life is going in a better direction nowadays. That's the thing that's important. 10 Devi Stady, 5 Visibomb, Max Bombs, and Max Glove of Doom. That's not the Glove of Doom.
That's a real beauty.
Can you stop saying shrimp on the bobby? Bobby? Am I known for saying this? Is this a Zem92 classic? Have I been saying shrimp on the bobby for as long as I can remember without even remembering once? Have I been having early onset dementia? Be honest. And also, who are you people? Check this shit out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flip, explode. Watch my bolt count. 13,000. Went up by 6,000 just from throwing those bombs there. That is huge in this game. In every other Ratchet game, 6,000 bolts is not that big of a deal, but anybody who's ever played Ratchet 1 knows that 6,000 bolts simply landing on you for no reason is like fucking Christmas. You have late onset dementia? Are you trying to say that I'm old? Is that the idea here? Be honest. You know, I wasn't sure what they meant when they said raise the roof, but now I feel like I've got a good idea. Well, gotta disagree with that one, G. What are you eating pussy for? Making the woman feel good? That's your life and purpose, making women feel good? Many will hear, but few will understand. Yeah, I guess if you have a small penis, the other alternative is to gain an immense fuck ton of status. And simply be someone that women will want to be with regardless of your penis size, you know? That is always an option. But it's one we don't talk about very often. Not that. Chaz. Wow, I can't believe you said that. Yeah, they call me Zem Controversial 92 around these parts. Okay, wait, so then okay, so now we do this normally and then we die, and now we get to do this. So this is when shit gets a little crazy, gamers. So what we're gonna do is so then we kill an enemy. What the fuck? Wait. How do I already have bad bolts? I don't understand. That's fine, though. Okay, I need to let that guy... Oh, I'm exiting too soon. I've already been told that I'm making this mistake. I'm gonna learn from that this time. Yeah, I think that was a little bit better. But why are there so many dead dogs is my question. And then we go over here. I killed 2 dogs on accident. That's really bad. I should have paid more attention. Bro, I swear to God, you can double tap triangle in this game and the most random fucking shit happens. Okay. $66. Okay, so what we're doing right now is, gamers, we're doing the new bolt grind method. And if you've never seen this before, ooh, baby, it's a good one. Did you see your hundo trifecta got verified? Holy fuck. That is sex. Yo, shoutouts to the Ratchet and Clank mods for that one. You guys have heard me say negative things about some of the things that happened on the leaderboard over the years, and most of them were probably just my fault anyway. And so if there's one thing I've learned in life is that if you're gonna be a hater, you have to at least be a lover. You have to be. You have no choice. If you're just a hater and you don't give people their love and praise when they've earned it and deserve it, then you're like just a fucking bum, dude. You know what I mean? You're just a fucking bum. Okay, and now we're gonna go over the manhole, guys. I killed 2 on accident. That's bad. How are you getting so many bolts? There's a new bolt farm method that is somewhat difficult to pull off, but it's very, very good. I can probably stay in Giant Clank there. Whoa, 119999. That was fucking cool. A little early there. Wait a minute, I don't have to exit out. And this is the last guy, so I'm still a little bit behind on bolts from where I would be optimally. But I think this is still looking better than my PB, and I'm understanding this a little bit more. So now we go here. Oh, I don't have this yet. So what do I do now here? At the end of the grind part 1, make sure you enter Giant Clank one more time to reset the anti-farm. Okay, now we leave. How does this work exactly? I'm gonna be so real with you guys. How it works is unbelievably complicated. It's kind of a fake gold because I don't have the appropriate amount of bolts yet, but we'll get there when we get there. We'll figure out how much I'm actually saving soon. It's really ridiculously hard to explain. And I don't think I'd be able to accurately do it right now, but I could honestly make I could legitimately make a YouTube video on it. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's actually so fucking cool that it would deserve its own YouTube video. Please make one. Well, you know what? If it was anybody else asking, I don't know if I would be as, like, vivacious about the idea, so to say. But because it's Todio saying to do it, I'm gonna talk with my team about it. I don't know when we're gonna have the time to do it, but it will absolutely go on the docket at some point. Would it cover when it was first found back in 2018 too? I think it probably would. I think it would go, I think a video like that would have to go all the way back to the real guard bolt glitch. It's the same glitch we took 8 years to figure out how to properly apply it. Oh, that's fucking cool. Okay, hold on. I gotta focus for a second. Oh, fuck me. I gotta practice this too. Let's be real. I gotta practice everything in this category, but I must say, even despite how little practice time I put into it so far, I'm still getting a lot better. I'm very happy about that. It would have to cover the real guard bolt glitch first, because that's what everyone knows. Everyone and their fucking mom knows about the real guard bolt glitch. And then it would have to be like, and everybody thinks that's the fastest way to do it, but that's wrong! Here's the actual fastest way. And then we go through it one by one, you know what I mean? Okay, so pause and swap Doom over bomb. Once in the teleport, do all enemies skill points. Doom on the first guy in the set of 3 in the long hallway and in the room after. You can only have 8 Dooms out at a time, so you need to make sure you're managing spawns by killing dogs quickly. 2x Doom the dogs after the swing shot. Okay. My mom made her millions on Rilgar. Bro, your mom has fucking got it like that. Oh, God. I'm not confident in this anymore. Did this also kill this guy? Holy shit, it did. It's fine. And then Visibomb, this guy. Not great so far, but we'll take it slow and steady for now and work on speed later. Then from here... So how much college programming do I have to know to be able to run this? I'm gonna tell you something. So, I am probably the most clueless person in the entire community when it comes to computer science. But I will say that with enough time and patience, even I have been able to understand this stuff for the most part. I'm never going to claim I understand the nuances better than anybody else in the community, but I would claim that I understand this decently enough to be able to like get it. Sometimes I still need people to tell me why things are wrong or what I'm doing wrong, but I've actually learned more than I ever thought I would about computer science from running these games. So make of that what you will. I've never taken a single computer science class, and even I can understand what big endian, little endian, and, you know, fucking, what is it called? Signed integers. I know more about signed integers now. And I understand enough to know how to make all this shit work. But if you want to understand it, like, really well, then yeah, you probably need at least a decent knowledge of computer science. Okay. Terrible, but still a gold, and I will take that every fucking day of the week. Gamers, this run is only 3 minutes behind what my sum of bests were at the very beginning of the run. Tor Bullen, how you doing today, dude? It's great to see you. Dude, I gotta say, Tor, I've got a hunger. And it's growing at a rapid rate. It's okay, you don't need to know anything. You don't need anything, you can just be a jobless chud like me. Isak is basically proof. Like, this is no knock to Isak whatsoever. But it's like, all Isak did to learn this shit was just be determined enough to learn it. If you are determined enough, you can learn fucking anything, and there's literally no excuse. Yes, it's complicated, but if you invest the time, you can truly learn anything. Yo, Architects. Yo. Chongqing, China. Dude. That is fucking epic that you're in China right now. That is so fucking cool. Architects, do you mind if I tell people about why you're in China, or would you prefer to keep it private? And what's up, Paya? How you doing today? To be fair, everything is on the internet now. I spent 10 hours a day learning about the Ratchet games and building the Ouya. Oh, wait, no. Everything you want to know is out there. Having the credits is cool. But if you just want to know shit, it's out there. My granddad used to take apart clothes washers without YouTube. That's actually so fucking true. You can just do things, guys. Don't ever forget that. Oh, Architects, I assumed that you were in China for a very specific reason. So my apologies for assuming. I've done that thing where I've made an ass out of you and me. I hope you can stand to forgive me. Fuck. Hello there, Champion Flowington. How are you today, my dude? Oh, fuck, I did another double Darla. Well, at least I did it for the fans. There's a Cracker Jack. Another double Darla. Fans? Any fans? Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to do another double Darla. Okay. Not good, but again, we're golding by a fair bit, so I don't mind. Now we're gonna go to Quar 2. If you speak about my girlfriend, she is stuck in Sweden because if she leaves Sweden, she can't return until she gets her visa renewal. Holy shit. So you're just in a very Chinese time in your life right now, Archidex. I love it. I love it, dude. I gotta go. I've got a work meeting. Brad, an absolute pleasure to see you, my dude. An absolute pleasure. Wishing you nothing but the best, my man. Absolutely nothing but the best. Wait a minute. Let me offset the... I'm gonna kill a couple of these dogs. Happy to catch up a bit. Happy to catch up a bit and catch the stream. Fuck yeah, dude. And I'll let you know what's going on with my New York adventures when those invariably end up happening. I'm gonna dump 700 bolts for no good reason into doing this because I forgot to buy ammo earlier. And now we have the blaster. Okay, 147. Okay. So now, gamers, we need about 100,000 more bolts by doing this method. And we should be able to get that relatively quickly. $168. $176. Okay. $190. So we need 290,000. So we have less than 100,000 to go. We'll get about 17,000 from opening the code bot door, and then we'll reload after that. Okay. So why is it in this lifetime to get good at anything, it takes up most of our time on this planet? Well, I have good news and bad news for you, Laxes. The good news is... it's always been like that. The bad news is it's always been like that. Okay, so opening the code bot gives us 15,000. So now what we do is we break all the crates. And now we only need 50,000 more bolts. So what we're going to do is we reload and we do it again. I think this is genuinely the best I've ever done this grind. There's been barely any times where I have reset the bolt shit. And overall, I'm quite happy with this. Let's kill 5 for the fuck of it. Okay. $245 is good. I learned the journey is more important by watching JoJo's, or as I like to call it, Gwee-Gwees. JoJo's is a great show. Don't start getting impatient, old Zemi boy. Okay. 264. $271. Hi, I'm Zem92 and I didn't answer my friends on WhatsApp. For what it's worth, Loader, I haven't been able to answer anybody on WhatsApp lately. But don't worry, I will get to you. Red has cheated on my math test. Don't worry, I would never mistake that for anything else. I'm gonna be so real. I legitimately had like a fucking... Oh, you wanna know what it was, Loader? Really and truly, yesterday I had my phone either off or locked in a box the entire night. Okay, now we go to 2 Valis and see if we got everything. What percentage of your life would you say you've invested into Rackzem? Both too much and too little at the same time. I'll say it. What do I not buy? It's the drone device.
That's a nice one.
I need this, this, and this. Can you do Velden 2 Dust Hover for the fans? It's so fast. I'll try my best, but I'm still working on Velden 2 Dust Hover. I'll try it once just for you, though, Isak. Wait a minute. I don't have all the gold bolts. Okay, I'll file that one under keeping it 5%. Really and truly, Loader, I'm not lying. I'm more disconnected from my phone than I've ever been because I realized that the #1 thing that's preventing me from reaching my goals in life is my phone addiction. And so I bought a box, a timed lock box that I keep my phone in at night now. Atapi is crazy for just hitting that shit at the end of such a long run. Oh, but you gotta go for it, you know what I mean? I'll be going for it too when I know how to do it. We were in classic fashion driving back from Arabia and needed something to do, so we called. Feel nothing but remorse for my inability to answer. Who were you lecturing about the journey and JoJo's? I wasn't lecturing anybody. But I can understand why you thought I'd be lecturing somebody. Are you using debts to make a bomb lose collision so it goes to a big group of enemies? Yeah, always DTF. That's actually pretty damn close to what's actually happening. It's not entirely correct, but that's more right than that deserved to be, in my opinion. That was probably about 60 or 70% correct. Not bad for a random fucking guess. That was someone in YouTube chat. Yes, it was always DTF in YouTube chat. Oh, hey, that's the noise. Okay, so I'm gonna try doing the dust hover once. Ah, I missed the angle. That was all terrible. I'll try again. For the fans, of course. Late. Alright, I'm gonna do it normally now. No sub 2 this run. But still huge progress. Bro, Sean, what was that? My best. Are you gonna watch the World Cup today? I haven't watched a single match because I don't have any way of doing it. And I don't know what the pirating websites are. However, who's playing today? Is it England? Oh, it's England, Norway, right? I'd actually be down to watch that match. That's gonna be a really good match. Oh, it's Belgium and Spain? Isn't Spain on paper significantly better? Also, hi, Bakery. The tech is you go to the bar. Oh, yeah, I could do that. I'd make my dad proud. He always tells me to go to bars more often. He likes to encourage me to do some very casual drinking. And he's not even a British dad. What do you guys make of that? He's just a guy from Illinois. Alright, gamers. It's a real PB. That is a good fucking PB. I will absolutely take that. That beats my old PB by 7 minutes, which is not amazing. I mean, if you consider that the new bolt grind saves at least 20, it means that a 147 should be very easy for me. But really and truly, this is where the climb begins. All you ever need to do is put your time and attention on something and you will get better. So the first goal, sub 2, almost there. Then from there, we'll aim for sub 150, sub 140, etc., etc. So basically, gamers, the plan is, today is Friday, right? Tomorrow, I'm going to do another ACM run. And Sunday, I'm going to do another Hundo Trifecta. The idea being, if I can PB again tomorrow and get my first ever sub 2, then I'll be in a really, really great spot to PB by a very large amount tomorrow, or on Sunday in the Hundo Trifecta. Was your Hundo Trifecta's ACM? Yes, it was a 220. It was a 220. So even with a run like this, which I don't really think was all that great, very repeatable, nothing really super amazing happened, I could very easily save 20 minutes on world record. And then from there, I could probably save at least 10 minutes on rack 2. And then even if I lose 15 minutes on rack 3, then we're still big chillin'. Zam, I need your help We're not going to talk about how I had controller combos enabled the entire run. We're not going to talk about that, guys. Guys, I won't tell the mods if you don't. I need your help deciding something Ratchet related. Tell me what you need my help with. So, gamers, if you don't know what the Stone plan is, by the way, as opposed to the Steve plan, because fuck the Steve plan. He hit the death combo during Kalibo race? Oh my god, dude. So the Stone plan is my goal for Hundo Trifecta. I want to get sub 6 hours, 42 minutes, and 2 seconds. Now that sounds really random, right? Why the fuck would you be grinding for that specific number, Zem? Because my first ever Hundo Trifecta run was 26 hours, 42 minutes, and 2 seconds. And I think it would be a very poetic goal to try to beat it by 20 hours. So I want to get at least a 6:42:01. So for the next however long, I'm going to be working on Ratchets 1, 2, and 3 100% until I get this time. Then from there, I'm not totally sure what I'm going to do. At the very least, I want to start learning Deadlocked. I want to learn Deadlocked 100%. So that I can do Deadlocked, so I can do OG Quad Fecta. And meanwhile, I don't want it to be all, like, listen, all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. So this is a lot of very intense stuff, a lot of very intense categories. I want to have a couple, like 1 or 2 days a week where I'm just fucking around and doing silly shit. So that's why on Monday, for all the fans, I will be doing a Kraken time any percent. So that's right, I told you guys 5 years ago that I was going to grind a Kraken time any percent. So I don't have a lot of time to focus on it, but I can at least give it 1 day a week for a while. How about that? And then Katamari Damacy for the prestigious Quad Fecta plus Katamari. Oh my god. Dude, you always have the best ideas, James. By the way, I gotta see what Joe Friend said. Doing an ASO 100% playthrough, my partner keeps referring to Lord Vorsalon as Lord Force to come. Is this based or cringe? If you have to ask me if it's based or cringe, then it's cringe. But if you know in your heart that it's based, then it's based. Wait, Raldies though? Raldies will also be on the rotation. So on Monday, I'm doing a Kraken time and I'm doing Raldies. I have a 1-word essay due in 10 years. In any case, gamers, what's going to happen now is, YouTube people, I am done streaming on YouTube for the day. If you guys would like to continue watching the stream, you can come to my Twitch over at twitch.tv/792. For the Twitch people, I am now going to switch on over to Pokemon Run and Bun. I am nearly ready to do the next fight. And so we're going to be figuring that out. So YouTube people, mwah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.